A very warm morning to one and all present here. It is with great honor and enthusiasm that we have gathered here today to celebrate and reaffirm our commitment to the Sugamya Yatra, a visionary initiative launched by Government of India recently in the month of January. This yatra aims to ensure accessibility to persons with disability, especially students, in each and every aspect of their life.
Sugamya Yatra is a program we have designed. We have thought of it for last Friday. So, with the support of our Honorable Vice Chancellor and other office administrative staffs and other my colleagues. And next I will inviting our chief guest. So, chief guest Govindrai sir, you know that he is very humble person, very efficient and innovative and encouraging personality. So I requested him as soon as he took oath in this office, sir, we want to meet you in Chennai. He said, why you are coming Chennai, sir? I will come to Pondi. So that kind of personality is there. So whenever I come in Pondi, I will definitely visit your institution. Your institution doing remarkable things in the field of disability and other field, the field of education. So definitely we will make a visit. That word given almost 1 month before. Within a month, he fulfilled his commitment. So welcoming Govindra sir for accepting our request.
All the students, research scholars, good morning everyone. So we have assembly here for the program Transforming Students as Catalyst for Sugamya Yatra. So you may be knowing this about this Sugamya Yatra. This main objective is to give awareness among the student with person with disabilities as well as for the public. What are the different programs which is available with the Department of Ministry of Social Justice, and what are the rights of the person with disabilities. All those things, it is not really up to date. Recently we had the accessibility audit because we are going to have a NAC visit soon, the 5th cycle of NAC visit soon. So we had an internal accessibility audit. I took the help of many faculty members, including faculty members with person with disabilities and the students, and we had a audit how our 780 acres campus is friendly to the person with disabilities, and wherever there is an improvement, the team, that internal team, they advised some of the improvement, and in some places we have already implemented, and some other places we are in the process of if requires major expenditure, so we are on the process. And the rules and the act is very clear, but still unfortunately whoever is holding the post of officers who implement this, still they are not aware of this. Even the public also, they are not aware of this. Unless otherwise we have a person in our family, the person with disabilities, they have, I can say, little awareness about this. The person, many people think that person with disabilities means it is by birth. It is not so. In between also we met an accident, and what are their rights? And the person because of any age related issues or any disease related issues, they also come into this. And what are those expectations and how our system should support this? This is really government the public also do not have much awareness. shockingly, even the family with person with disabilities also do not have. There is a scheme called ADIPE. Yesterday only I come to know. I don't know, Mr. Govindarajan will enlighten me. In this, I think we can apply for the fund to get the wheelchair, and we can make this our campus the accessible, problem-free campus. But yesterday only come to know. Without knowing this, we invested money to buy the wheelchair. We bought already. If I come to know that, I would have applied this. This is the awareness. Even Chidambaram also do not know about this. So I thought that he is he knows about this. Yesterday I come to know, I discussed with some of the other consultant. He says, sir, there are many schemes. Why you are investing on this? There are, please discuss with Mr. Govindarajan sir. He will help you to get. We have allotted a lot of money for this, sir, this finance year, coming finance year. Please help us to. We are interested to make our campus the accessible, problem free. But what are the schemes available with this? We really, our officers do not know, our even the faculties do not know, the students do not know. So that is why this type of awareness program should be there. Even Chidambaram is having a big WhatsApp group. Every week he is interacting with this. But still, I wonder how this awareness is not useful for the reaching the public, is not reaching the public. So the society has become like this. We have every day we are meeting so many issues, which we make it, even a small issues, we make it as a big issue. We think that this is the biggest in the world. This is the mindset. And we don't know, sometime, on the course of time, it will be taken care. But still we worry about today why it is not happening. But every fruit, it has the ripening time. So we don't agree with this. Today I need the ripe fruit. That is the mindset we have, the anxiety in our life. All those things makes us, we are not aware of many of the duties, responsibilities of the citizen. So that is why government has started this, the Sugamya Yatra, and this will definitely useful. Even you can think, only I also do not know means you can think the other officers. We bought already 3 wheelchairs, and we are in the process of buying another how much? 15 more. So now I can request Mr. Govindarajan sir to allot some fund for this, because it needs a lot of money for the comfortable campus. Even the every visiting card should have the Bailey rating, where it should be only name and phone number should be there. Every visiting card. This is the requirement. Am I correct? So for this also we contacted, and they said I think 1 rupee per card, correct? 1 rupee per card for whoever wants to have this. This leads the awareness. Also, this needs investment for this. So our Ministry of Social Welfare is really broad-minded and sanctioned many schemes. On line with this is the one of the scheme where we are doing so many things, but it is not reaching the public, and still they are facing the issues. And after the internal accessibility audit and the external accessibility audit also we had here, and UGC sent a 3-member team to our campus, and they visited different places in our university. They were really happy about many of the initiatives we have taken, and but they also suggested, instead of going for bits and pieces, you can have the calendar of events for different activities in the university, full calendar. I told Mr. Sidambaram also to go with the full calendar, and I also requested Professor Binu also go with the full calendar of events throughout year. What are the different events and what are the different programs we are organizing for the benefit of persons with disabilities. So, like academic calendar, this calendar also should be available in the internet, in the website. So, whoever is willing to participate, they should be informed, because so that they can they can plan. Today, all of a sudden we arranged. Some student would have been interested to attend this, but they would not have known about this. So that is the reason they advised have a full year, the calendar of events, and what are the different schemes we have. All those things they advised us. Other than this, they were happy. And I also came to know that UGC also received some questionnaire from whether it is the government or other agencies. They want to know what UGC is doing about this, about these persons with disabilities. That's why they send different teams to different institutions, where our university always has good reputation. That's why they want to showcase our university's work, and they have taken noted down many of our initiatives, and then maybe they would have used for the wherever they got the questionnaires, they would have replied. So this is some of the information I thought I will share, and our university is committed to this, any initiatives. But as you know, this Persons with Disability Act, now it is into very in-depth analysis have been done, and the recommendations also, it is clear-cut recommendations, and I request all the students, please go through this and follow this. Some of them are your rights. You should not compromise on this, unless otherwise you know your rights. So you may not come whenever you face the issues. Then you should tell, this is my right, politely only, not the argument, politely, this is the right, so I need this. You can ask, unless otherwise you know. Administration always with the person with disabilities, but still you should know. On the occasion, whenever you face any issues, the administration come after the event only. But during this, unless otherwise you know your rights, you cannot escape, or you cannot take care of yourself. So that is why I request again to go through these the relevant acts and relevant communications from the Ministry of Social Welfare. And not only it is good for you, it is good for your family, it is good for your friends, so that they will come to know what is their rights. So with this, I thank Dr. Sidambaram and his team for organizing and taking time of Mr. Govindarajan and bringing him bringing him to our campus. So meeting a deputy commissioner for personal disabilities and bringing him here is not very easy, because I know this is a very responsible job, and he has a lot of responsibility. And with this, he could able to come here and then allotting his time for interacting with the students. So I really thank him for allotting his time for interacting with the students. Thank you, Mr. Govindarajan, for taking his time. And thank you, one and all.
It is a pleasant day for me, meeting the scholars and the students who are going to be professionals tomorrow. The appropriate caption, which is also attractive, very impressive for the time need. Especially the transforming the students as catalyst towards the Sugamya Yatra, or the accessibility and inclusivity. Sugamya Yatra, right? We can translate it in Tamil like Sukamana Payanam, right? So it's a great initiative. It's an emerging one to make the complete society accessible, right? See, making accessible is different from making comfortable. Making accessible becomes the first step for getting the status of comfortability, right? So we have just stepped in to make every place, every moment accessible for persons with disabilities. Right? So across the nation, at large numbers, the efforts are taken forward to ensure in very near future all the places in our country being accessible by differently abled or persons with disabilities, right? We make notable remarks stating that in the Western countries they have that facility. In European countries, the persons with disabilities are facilitated with these comforts, right? In America, they provide a lot of comforts to them, right? It is all true, but comparatively they are very less populated, and comparatively they are rich by nature, right? By both the aspects, our country faces challenge, right? Population is very high, resources are limited. So we believe that only government cannot fulfill the requirement or the needs of all the citizens. So we invite the participation of non-government organization, the educational institution and corporates to complete our concrete efforts by to fulfill the requirements of persons with disabilities. Sugamya Yatra is visualizing and a great response from several parts of country by several personalities. Through the reports or the information learned through our Honorable Vice Chancellor and Dr. Chidambaram, and before this program with Dr. Madana Gopalji, so I came to know how much great efforts are taken to make this 780 acres of campus accessible. I am sure there are several public utility building which are with even a small number like 780 square feet also not accessible. But it's not an easy task making the 780 acres, and I was told there are 80 blocks, right? It's a huge initiative they have taken, and they have almost achieved their remarkable position. So several things to address, but I don't think time will permit us to complete all the matters. Even then, this is the university which encourages voluntarily providing admission to persons with disabilities, and they are worried that the provision for persons with disabilities are not utilized at its fullest capacity. This kind of a management is very rare in the vicinity, and it is very encouraging, so that I think we should, I will also carry forward this message across the country, and I do not know how much efforts they have taken in disseminating this information. Generally, the people who are very active, very busy, will not concentrate on spreading over the messages. They'll be only very busy in executing the activities and looking for the results, right? That could have been the case here also. So we should carry this laurels to rest of our country. Even this could be a model at international stature when we present it across the globe. So I was told many things. They're having an RCA course, but approval is to be received. In such a way, we can also support to avail the approval. Right? So we require, see, when we have the deficit of special educators, and when an institution is prepared to provide such a course to create the special educators, then we should be the first person to acknowledge it. Alright? So from the government side, whatever it is required, especially with this RCA approval, directly I can have a word, and I can channelize Dr. Chidambaram to approach the member secretary and chairman of RCA, and we'll see, hopefully, that by this year they receive the approval. And several other programs also being conceived and being on the preparation of creating some graduation level also. So they have approached for its approval or recognition. Definitely that might take some time, but I assure that that they have named it as a MBA of disability rehabilitation management, right? It's a need of the hour, no doubt. right? So, and they explained how much effort they have taken, what are the reference texts they have adopted. Really, it was very impressive. Definitely, the way they presented really gave me the confidence that I can also go through and consult the appropriate authorities. Right? And all such initiatives are well understood and should be recognized. So, in such a manner, definitely good things had to happen, right? And no other go. Otherwise, we cannot succeed in the effort of creating a comfortable world for or equal opportunity for everyone, right? So, it is in the, see, Dr. Chidambaram, Dr. Madan Gopalji and other faculties are involved in these things. I understand they are role model for the students, right? It is not to express or exhibit their talents and their efficiency. They are preparing all these things and they are taking forward or conducting programs, not to add yet another feather on their caps, right? It is, I understand in this way, they are the guiding light for you all, showing the path, right? So, I believe in that only the students can make the world better, right? Through your professional wisdom and personal instinct, right? Professional wisdom alone cannot achieve the humanitarianism or cannot create a harmonious world. The personal instinct is invaluable one which has to be matched with the professional wisdom, right? The personal instinct could be with several cautions like emotional, right, moral, spiritual, right, and several other cautions are there to strengthen the personal instinct and the professional wisdom. Right? So we need to amalgamate everything in order to accumulate the perfect wisdom which would benefit others. Right? So, the point which Vice Chancellor Sir raised, the ADIP scheme, it is to my knowledge, I don't want to restrict or make a daring statement. To my knowledge, it is given for individuals, right, after personal assessment of their disability, income ceiling, and all other personal identity. It is provided for individuals. I will check across whether it is available for institutions also. And another thing which I would like to express is this university can have community initiatives, like as we have audited had the accessibility audited within this campus through the professional students, right? Students of various departments who can be trained in that field, and we can engage them in auditing the accessibility in and around places, right? So that it could be an outreach program also which could strengthen the Sugamya Yatra, right? Like we can take the permission of the public buildings management, and even we can go for private buildings where the publics are highly utilizing it for several purposes, right? Like malls, parks, right? And railway stations, bus terminus, right? And several other areas also, we can also be engaged in assessing the accessibility auditing in several other as well, how they are inclusive or are compatible to the utility of persons with disabilities. This could be also, I do not know whether they are already engaged, but I am proposing this plan. Right? So that as we see our Vice Chancellor is worrying, all these good things that they execute within the campus, whether it reaches the society or not. But my proposal of this effort definitely will carry forward, and it will get the goodwill of the society to this institution. Right? And really, I think with the guidance of our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Chidambaram and Dr. Madanugopal sir, can document the accessible nature of our university and forward it to our department, so that that could be a model, and we can also evaluate whether anything to be included, and it could be suggested to other universities or educational institutions, or it could be kept as a referral document for other organizations. Right? And I think nowadays the award, rewards, recognitions, everything is kept transparent, right? So no influence, no recommendations, right? I can say proudly and strongly, this government believes in transparency. So everything is kept online, right? So please apply for barrier-free award and several other efforts, whatever you have taken, please go for even best university or institutional award also can be applied, right? And the individuals can also apply as a best employee, best employer, best role model, right? So there are several award provisions are there. So I think as I mentioned, the people who are proactive, only they are concentrating on their activities, not beyond it. So these are not some good people think that we should not go and seek for it. But this world is not so that much generous as well. The other terms we can say, the world is also equally busy, right? Because the good people always around you are busy equally. So they may not have time to concentrate your achievements. So it is our own responsibility to express our credentials, right? And please apply for all the awards possible. So definitely I should see this institute, this university receiving lot many awards in the years to come, and it reaching, being Central University, it's very easy to achieve lot many international awards and having having its capacity to the greater heights, right? And funds, yes, there are lot many schemes as VC expressed, like we have AGP, that is awareness generation and publicity fund is there, national funds for persons with disabilities, and several other funds, skill development, they have a lot of funds, right? For your information, we cannot leak the secret, or it's not a secret, but we should not leak the weakness, right, in that case. So there are funds unutilized also getting returned to the government every year. I do not know how, because the requirement is high, remaining high, but funds are getting returned. That means people are unaware of the availability of the fund, right? So it is our duty to search, to research, right, the possibility, the probability, right, everything at all level, right? We have plenty of resources. To begin with, I told we have limited resources. I'm not differing, but even the limited resources are not utilized. Okay, so let us use the resources available first, and let us create the need of furthermore resources. Right? So our country is potential enough to fulfill the needs of all persons with disabilities. I can tell this with great pride. Right? So government is prepared to support the appropriate professionals, appropriate authorities, right? And we need only the response, positive response, and proactive professionals to execute the schemes and the projects of the government, what they recommend or what they bring forward for the benefit of persons with disabilities. There are several avenues, there are several possibilities. Let us work together. We cannot pronounce everything on a single day or within an hour, right? And it is not possible also to equip or educate within a program. So I believe this could have given you some points to ponder. So we'll discuss in detail, or we'll also have several interactive sessions in future. Right? So I am prepared for to take part in your programs anytime that is convenient to you and to our department. So with this, I think I can once again thank the management, especially the benevolence of Vice Chancellor and his team. I wish to acknowledge the efforts taken by Dr. Chidambaram, Dr. Madan Gopal sir's initiative, and their supporters from various departments. And as I was told, students were very keen and very punctual to this program. My heartiest congratulations and appreciation to every one of you. Once again, I thank you all. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Good morning, and a very happy morning actually, and it has turned out extremely good. Of course, I really relish proposing the vote of thanks in any program, especially when it's organized by us and for us. So thanks very much first for giving me the opportunity, Chidambaram sir. Thank you very much. And let me start from the macro level. You know, when I think many of you don't know that actually we are doing a best community service meeting for almost 149 weeks by online, deliberating about the issues of disabled. We are there every Sunday evening. You know, we are not spending on beach, we are not spending on parks, we are not spending on movies. We are spending it exclusively for disabled from 6:45 to 9:15 almost. Entire evening Sunday, we are sitting in front of our laptop, sitting with our disabled friends, brothers and sisters, working out what has to be done. And we are touching 150 weeks. And one important thing, 2 weeks back, especially after our finance minister's budget, I was just going through the budget. Almost 13,000 plus crores has been allotted to the social welfare ministry. And of that, almost 9%, excess of 9%, has been allotted for the disabled department, the Department of Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities. So more than 9% of the funds are available for the disabled welfare. So thanks to the Prime Minister and the Finance Minister. The only thing is, as our Govindra sir was saying, the awareness is not there, the funds are there. So now we should ensure that we are utilizing that huge funds. So for that, let's make a beginning here. And the other important thing is, again, hats off to the government for having a Govindra sir type of person in the commissioner rank. We know he has served the cause of disabled for more than 25 years. And his entire life he has dedicated for the disabled. And with him being the commissioner, I am sure that there will be more concrete effort. Just now he was talking about the laptop scheme. I am sure that everything is going to happen with his presence. I'm definitely sure, because I always say, if it's for the disabled, it should be from the disabled. So now we are reaching that position. I always say, have a ministry for disabled and keep it under the disabled. Have a secretary for the ministry, keep it under the disabled. Now commissioner has come, he's a nice guy now. I know he's our own Madurai person, Tamil. So I'm really happy for that. Plus, I'm very sure, as I said, from the macro level, $1 million thanks to the government as well as to our commissioner. And I know he was telling me how punctual he is. That punctuality should be there with all of us. And he's waiting for the next program. I'm very sorry that I'm holding him back for another 5-10 minutes. Sorry, sir. Right. So great thanks to our commissioner. It's really tough. He's such a busy person now, and of that busy schedule, he has made up here. And of course, excellent. Thanks to Chidambam sir. He knows him personally, and he has made him here. And it's something excellent, sir, that you have come here all the way. Thanks very much for your time, sir. And we should try our best. And the other level, it's our university level. Let me quote some instances that will tell you the volume of our university. Number one, our university was the first education institution to get the best role model award from the President of India. Number one. Number two, first education institution to give free education, and for more than 15 years, I think so, it's still continuing. Even under our own Vice Chancellor, the program is still continuing. And last month, December, I think, we had the external audit, barrier-free environment audit, and they told there are minor corrections to be made, but this institution is far, far, far better. This is really good. So that's something which we have managed, and we are still improving. We are still trying to improve. That shows the spirit of our Vice Chancellor. That shows the spirit of our administration. Even in that accessibility audit, one full Saturday, our executive engineer, our assistant in AE electricals, our executive engineer, he was running with them. Entire day he was running with them and taking notes, what has to be done. Now that shows the spirit of our people in the administration, right from the Vice Chancellor, Registrar, Director, everybody is just helping, everybody is willing to give whatever possible for the disabled community. So it's really I don't have words to thank the administration headed by our Vice Chancellor, Professor Tandikaru sir. To quote some instances, right? When we had a entrepreneurship orientation program, our Vice Chancellor was held up in a program with LG, and he said, I want to come. So he came to the program by around 2 o'clock, and he was sitting with us, seeing how the coaching was done. That shows the commitment that he wants, that he is attaching towards the disabled. Next, our HOD, Department of Management Studies, we had overflowing applications from the visually impaired, and he told me what has to be done. I said, okay sir, we'll approach our Vice Chancellor. The Vice Chancellor said, okay, give them. What is there? Over and above, over and above the reservation, our department has given seats, MBA, and not only that, free education. Mind you, MBA, free education, over and above reservation. Could you believe this? Right? Hats off to our department HOD, hats off to our Vice Chancellor. Both of them. Great. And not only that, after that, our Vice Chancellor invited all the visually impaired students. I think Durga was here. She also was there. I was there. Victor was there. And he was deliberating with them what has to be done more. That's what he's again asking here, what has to be done more. That shows the commitment of the administration. That's really awesome, sir. We should have more and more people like you all over the institutions, all over the entire institutions in the country. I'm sure, the Sugamya Yatra, again, the next is our students. When we say Sugamya Yatra, we have admitted 10 visually impaired students, right? Exam came. What has he done for the exams? Where we will get stripes, sir? Our HOD said, sir, Madan sir, you take care. You don't tell me anything. Only thing is, the 10 visually impaired students should not have any problem. I was thinking, I don't know. Then I was confident about my students. I went to the BBA students. I just asked, who will volunteer? You won't imagine, 15-20 students said, we are volunteering. They got up from the BBA. That was really awesome. I was overwhelmed, and I took all the names, and exam went off very nicely. Mind you, 4 hours of exam, they have to write for us, for MBA those young chaps and girls. Just like that, they came and they were really happy to help the. Now that is Sugamya. Not just, as Sir said, not just running around, not just walking around. Writing the exam is important. You know, once when we were organizing Synapse, I wanted to organize eye donation program. People said it won't be a success. I wanted to organize a marathon for organs donation, eye donation. People said it won't be a success. I said it will be a success. It was a big success. Why? Because of the students of MBA. Right? MBA students are so good. Right? That's what I'm expecting. Even from now, we got some great suggestions from my MBA students. I know that MBA students are excellent. That is why we want an MBA program on disability rehabilitation and management. If that happens, then I'm sure that the entire country will look back at us, will look back at our university, say, wow, this university is awesome. That's for sure. We already have a PG diploma. That is not enough. We want an MBA. We want a full-fledged MBA because I know what MBA students will do, what MBA students can do. I know that. Okay? And as Ramesh sir told me, no, I am torturing you, and they'll say something, no, Sugaman, what is Sumai? Sugaman Sumai. I really said, it's really, why is it I always take up this? Because trusting my students and my scholars. Chirama sir told me, you have to do this yesterday evening 7:30. I immediately called my scholar. He said, don't worry sir, what we have to do, we'll do. And then I finished everything. I recollected all the past events as far as my records are concerned. Still I'm not satisfied because I got only 14 events. Right? Today morning, around 7 o'clock, I called Chirama sir, what has to be done? He said, look at my profile. Okay sir. Immediately I called my scholar. 7:30 I told him, scholar, see Chirama sir's profile, download it, send it to me. He immediately did it. And then I took the profile, I took all the events. Mind you, yesterday night it was only 13. Today it is 43. It means we have organized 43 events exclusively for disabled. And the most important thing, again from the administration, most of the events in which disabled participants were there, you won't believe, they were given free accommodation by our university. All the disabled, in the HRDC, mind you, almost 200-300 rupees per day, per head. Some 20-30 people are there. Free accommodation are given for them. And we also mobilize free food. Right? So that shows the commitment of our scholars. Really, I'm thankful to my scholar, Vignesh. It's really, whatever I say, he'll say, immediately he'll say, okay, we'll do it. So hats off to my students, my scholars, and my colleagues. Even I was asking a small adjustment from my colleague, Venkatesh Kumar sir. He said, no problem, go on, go ahead. So whatever we say to whomever we want, it's getting materialized in our university. So thanks to the colleagues of my friend Chidambaram, starting from Tonija ma'am, I think they are all here. So it's really the support which our colleagues give to us. That is awesome. So as I said, I am very thankful to the administration, students, scholars, all those who are involved in this yatra towards the pleasure of life, the enjoyable life which our Vice Chancellor wants for the disabled. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Have a great day. Thank you.